Welcome to Denver. Yeah, I just got here and I'm sitting in a rental car right now. Mercedes E350. Holy crap. This is, well, you're getting it right now. I mean, this is just going to be a first impression. I just sat in this car not a minute ago, a minute and 30 seconds ago. And I'm just getting familiar with it. I'm about ready to roll out of the airport. We're going to go cruising a little bit. Don't really know where I'm going to go yet. Probably to the front range of the Rocky Mountains, just to get up into some nice scenery there and do a little review of this car. Not necessarily a full review, but just a first impression for the most part. I don't really have time to do a full review today, but let's do it. It's always difficult finding the way out of the airport. Strange airport. I've been to Denver many times, but it's been a while, probably 10 years since I last been here. And I don't remember any of this, the rental car stuff. Let's see, how do we get out of here? There we go. There's our exit sign. So, something else that sucks just a little bit is I didn't even check the weather before I came here today, and I didn't assume it was going to be so sunny and hot. I mean, this is sunnier and hotter than San Diego than when I left. So, that says something. And I didn't bring my sunglasses, so that's going to be kind of a pain in the butt to be driving around looking for all the road signs and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, I don't really have a plan. I don't really know exactly where I'm going, but we'll get there. Okay, we are free of the airport now. I just went through the exit there, and as I said before, this is the first time I've ever driven this car. I just got in this car, I'm getting to know it, and I'm feeling all sorts of weird sensations. First of all, this car is tight. Everything about this car is just solid, which is amazing. We want to go to 70 here, so I have to pay attention as I'm driving. Brakes suck, okay. I just came to a pretty hard stop there, and that was actually pretty weak. I didn't really like the brakes. So yeah, I was saying the car is really tight. That is awesome. Something else that was weird is I was pulling away from the rental car lot there, and I said, put the window up. The seat belt, it pulled tighter on me. It was very, I don't know what it was doing, but it was kind of unexpected, and I didn't really know what to think about that. I thought it was actually going to pull me back in the seat a little bit, so I don't know. Okay, so we're looking for 70 West, and I think that's right here. We're going to stay on 70 West probably for a good hour and a half until we get to the front range of the Rocky Mountains. So yeah, just a little bit of a mini road trip this afternoon. But as I said, I don't have a lot of time. I've got all afternoon to mess around with this car, so that's good. Power feels pretty good. Wow, that merge is really nice. Sounds pretty good too. I have no idea what's under the hood of this car. I'm going to have to do some research. I was expecting the Cadillac XTS, so I knew a lot about that car. I did some research on it, so I knew what to talk about in this video. But they couldn't come through on that, and I ended up in this Mercedes, so I really have no idea what this car is about. But yeah, this is actually kind of nice. It's pretty much what I expected for a Mercedes Benz, I guess. It's tight. It's very, very European, very German. Feels great. Seats are a little bit. I don't know what the seats are. They're not very supportive at all. The side bolsters are nice and big, and they hold me in, but the bottom of the seat pan is just, yeah, it's not working for me. I don't like that. I feel like I'm falling forward, and I feel like I'm just kind of all over the place, and it's not really doing anything. That driver's side mirror is just not where I want it. Let's see if we can change that. So I'll move that one over here. Let's run the button. I will say this, everything seems to be very intuitive so far. I've had to figure out the AC system really quick. That was no problem. The mirrors was no problem. The transmission, even though it was a little bit awkward. Here I am speeding. I have no idea what the speed limit is. I'm 65. Yeah, I'm way over the speed limit. But I'm figuring everything out pretty good. That says a lot. It looks like a very complicated car. There are levers and gears and switches everywhere. The stereo is just a mess of knobs and buttons. I don't even know what that's about. I'm going to have to get in there and play with that, but maybe not. Like I said, I only have an afternoon with this car, so we'll see. And I'm also sensing a weird mix of sport versus luxury here. The steering wheel is nice and thick, leather wrapped, some nice, what we call it, plastic dash, but it's kind of like a nice rubbery feel to it. Feels pretty good. But then right in the middle, there's a really classy clock, and I'll show all this to you later once I shoot some video. But for now, I mean, there's that classic clock in there. There's some shiny, glossy wood grain that goes all the way across, and it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of, it's a weird combination. It looks like we're hitting up into some traffic here, so hopefully we're going to break through this somewhat quickly. Wow, we're actually coming to a stop out here on the freeway, which is not a good thing. So yeah, the AC system, the air conditioning system, seems to be coming up to temperature real nice. I don't want to turn it up too high because you may not be able to hear me on the camera. But it feels spacious, feels pretty good. I assume, like I said, I mean, I don't really know anything about this car yet, but I assume it competes with the BMW 328, the BMW 3 Series. And thinking back on the BMW 328 that I drove last January, it feels about the same. I think I prefer the BMW on a first impression in the interior. It's a little bit more sporty, and again, that BMW had that same kind of, I don't know what you call it, but just the identity crisis, I guess, of the sport versus luxury, which was really hard to figure out. But hey, it's even got a sunroof. That's kind of nice. So, anyway, let me drive this car for a little bit. Let me get through Denver, up into the front range of the Rocky Mountains, and once I start getting up there, I'll pull over and I'll shoot some video. And by then, I should have a pretty good. I should have some more thoughts and feelings on what this car is doing for me and what I think about it. So all right, stay tuned. More later. Okay, so I've been driving for about 40 minutes now, and I've had a really good chance to get to know this car a little bit better. To be honest, there isn't much that I don't like. I think the biggest thing that I've noticed so far that it just seems a little bit uncomfortable is this door sill over here on the left. It's so thin at the top, and when I'm cruising along, sometimes I just like to put my elbow up here, and it's just, there's nothing to put my elbow on in this car. And to me, I mean, that's almost a deal breaker. I mean, because it's not, it's not the best driving position. It's not the safest driving position. Oh, baby, here we go. Porsche 918, baby. Damn. Holy crap. That was cool. Okay, I totally lost my train of thought there. Yeah, I was talking about this door sill here. And it's a deal breaker. I don't think I could buy this car because of that. Seriously. I mean, it's the little things, and everyone's different, I know, and for some people it may not be that big of a deal, but that's really uncomfortable for me. But I'm not going to complain a lot about it, because otherwise this is a fantastic car. It's a great cruiser. I'm going up 70 right now, I-70 west towards Vail. I'm not going to go that far, but that's where I'm headed, that direction. And going up these hills, and it's just trucking right along. I tried to do a little research as I was driving. I was asking Siri on my iPhone what engine this car has. It's got a 3.5 liter V6. Couldn't get the horsepower. I couldn't get the horsepower number out of her. She didn't know. She gave me some links, but I'm driving. I couldn't check. But it feels good. It feels very torquey, and it just gets right up these hills without any issues. So it feels great. And combined with the solid feel of this car, the chassis, it's just no bumps, no rattles, no shakes. It feels pretty good. And I haven't really got a chance to drive it on some really tight roads yet, but we're going there. I'm gonna pull off into some tighter roads, some side highways off of this main interstate, and I'll get a chance to, I don't know, get a little bit of a feel for how this thing does in tighter corners. Oh man, I mean, I wish you could see this. I'm coming right up on the Rocky Mountains here. I gotta get a picture of that. That is just incredible. And I'll post it to my website. Oh, come on. I know I shouldn't be doing this while I'm driving, but damn. And of course, it doesn't come out at all in using an iPhone. But yeah, this car's getting up and over the hills, no problems. It's the seat. I've been messing with it a little bit. It's getting a little bit more comfortable. I'm getting a sense of what feels right. The controls over here on the driver's side door are pretty good. They're pretty intuitive. They're pretty easy to use while I'm driving along. They're big and labeled very clearly. It's very easy to see, or very easy to understand what controls what. And I think I found a pretty good driving position. The problem is that even after all that tinkering, I just can't. I don't know, the seat just isn't holding me in. It's like they designed this for larger people. I'm not a very big guy, and I feel like I'm just swimming in this seat. I mean, it's just like there's just nothing here, and I don't know. I don't like that either. But it's not that bad. It's a lot better than my Mustang, I'll tell you that much. But I will say that even my Honda Fit holds me in better, which is kind of a I don't know what you call that, but like I said, I mean, this is Mercedes Benz. I know they probably designed this car for the older demographic. Older people are usually larger, got more girth, so that's I can see where they're coming from. Anyway, I'm going to drive for about 30 to 40 more minutes, and I'm going to pull over at that point, shoot some video of this car, take some pictures, and I'll be able to give you a little bit more detail on the interior here, and we'll do a walk around on the exterior so you can see what this is. Actually, I personally haven't even got a good look myself. I've looked around really quickly. I've looked around on the outside very quickly just to make sure there was no dings and dents. You know, the normal things you do when you pick up a rental car. So yeah, stay tuned, more later.